Hello everyone, my name is Angela Zabel. I am a teacher, coach, and medium. And today I wanted to talk about something called fireflies. And the reason I want to talk about fireflies is it brought up a really good point to me as I was watching them last night. So yesterday during the day, as I was walking, a firefly landed on me. And I noticed how small a firefly actually is. And then last night, the woods was full of fireflies. And they were absolutely beautiful and magical out here. But it got me thinking about how small that firefly was. How small the firefly seemed in this big world. But yet, that tiny little firefly could make such a big difference in this huge world around us, the huge woods, and only one. I have to apologize, there's a few mosquitoes out here. So with that, I started thinking about other things. So I started thinking that we are kind of like fireflies ourselves. Because if you think of it, we are one person in this whole big world. One. But yet each of us can light up this world in such unique and different ways that I don't think a lot of us give us that credit where credit's due on how important we actually are. So if we think about it, a firefly can light up an area like this, and you can see that light even at the tops of the trees, and yet the actual fly is only so teeny tiny, the actual firefly. So how does that work? It works because they know they can make light. And if we think about it, mosquitoes, we actually know we can make light too. But a lot of us don't trust that in ourselves. We don't trust that we can make a difference because we're one person. But think of all the one persons that are in this world. All the people who have made a difference, and they were one person, just like you, just like me. We're all individuals with a spark, a firefly light within us. But we have to trust ourselves to stand up and say something. To stand up for ourselves and realize how much we have to offer. Because each and every one of us affect someone else's lives, whether we realize it or not. And that's the one thing. There's so many people as you go along that don't realize how many people's lives they touch. Because they figure, oh, I'm one person, what difference does it make? But talk to the one person you reached today, the one person you reached yesterday, the one person you talked to last month or last year. Even years ago, you might have talked to somebody and that person remembered what you said. So each and every one of us affect other people. Our light shines for others. So when you think of yourself, remember that even the firefly, who is so small, so small, can light up an area this vast and this huge with a little tiny light. But in the darkness, when things get down on us, when things get crazy, when we don't think anyone's there, our light is still shining. And so is the light of others. And sometimes, when we're in that dark place, our light might be shining. And as we're going, we see someone else's light who's shining. And that other person's light is enough to get us through. We didn't personally have to go over and hang with them, because frankly, I don't see a lot of fireflies hanging around together at night. They're all separate. They're all so far apart. But yet, they make the world magical. Just as you do, without even knowing it. Maybe all of us should step back just a little bit and think about, where does your light shine? Because whether you believe it or not, your light is always shining for somebody. Not everybody's going to see your light. But those who do need to see it are going to see it. Because your light is always shining. You never shut it off. That light that's within you is your heart and your soul. And that heart and soul shines brightly for yourself and for others. And sometimes those dark moments, when it seems so dark that nothing can get through, you'll see that speck of light. Somebody may be shining for you to see, so you can start playing in this wide world again. So today, I hope all of you look at yourself as a firefly and realize how much light you really have within you and how your light shines for others that you may not even realize. And when you're doing that, think of how the firefly has fun. Because I don't know of anybody who can look at the sky, see fireflies, and go, oh, that's not any fun at all. Or not feel like it's a little magical. So today, take the magic back in your life. See yourself as a firefly, lighting up the world. And you do make a difference. And with that, I hope all of you take some time today to see your own light and check out my website at www.angelazabel.com. I am usually on Facebook and Instagram 4 to 5 times a week that I'll be posting. I'm also available for private sessions. And I am excited to be having a gallery reading coming up this Wednesday. So you can go to my website, check out anything you want, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and with that, I hope all of you hit that notification button to let you know when I've uploaded my newest video. And I hope all of you have an amazing Firefly Day.